Alright, brand new battery plugged in. Place your bets now. Is this pig gonna start? Let's see. Nope. Okay. Let's do a full code scan here. I'm sure the TCU is going to be offline again. Yep, no comm with the TCU. I don't know. Let's unplug it, plug it back in, and see what happens. Oh, Land Rover. So, this thing has been a beached whale for about 2 days now. No crank, and we can't talk to the telematics control unit. Just gives you the finger, so it's really broken now. So what's the game plan? Well, at the TCU, we have to check the basics before condemning the module. So powers and grounds, and then the communication circuit. So let's look up some diagrams and check those, and if all those check out, then we're calling this module. Alright, so here's page 1 of the telematics control wiring diagram. Battery power on pin 6, ground on pin 8 of connector C4MT01A. Okay, here's the connector. I got a test light across power and ground. It's nice and bright. So powers and grounds check out. Now, communication. So this telematics control module is on a dedicated network, PMZ. It's called a Power Mode 0, and it talks to the gateway or the BCM and the climate control module. Because from the app, when you start the car, you want to set the climate control, so it just makes it easy on one network: telematics, climate control, and body control modules to start the engine. So let's put a scope on pins 3 and 4, green, orange, gray, blue, and see what those signals read. Alright, 2 channels, can high and low, as expected. Everything's perfect, no issues. Two and a half, 3.5, 2.5 to 1.5. Beautiful can signal. So, is that it? Are we calling this telematics control unit? Does the BCM missing calibration have anything to do with this issue? Well, that's definitely a problem. But considering how this problem is intermittent, if it was a software issue in the BCM, it would either work or it wouldn't work. It wouldn't be kind of failing worse and worse, intermittent, and now beached whale. So I'm calling this module. It's not talking. It's got powers and grounds and good connections, good CAN signals. That's it. Now, can we program Land Rover modules? I don't think so. I can try the big launch just to see if it has that capability, but this vehicle is still under extended warranty, and if I touch anything, if I program anything wrong, it'll be out of warranty. So I don't want to do that, but I want to give the customer a very clear diagnosis, so you can go to the dealer and says, please replace my TCU and program my BCM. That's the name of the game. Well, here's the inside of the telematics control unit. Just doing a visual inspection. Nothing looks crazy. I want to try to put this thing in a cold environment, maybe put it in the fridge for a few hours. Come back here, plug it in, see if anything changes, see if it's temperature related. Just, try something out to 100% prove that this thing is indeed faulty. So it sits like that. I don't know. So what's bothering me is with the TCU completely unplugged, you would expect some communication codes, right? Let's clear all this out, do another smart scan, see if we set any codes. Now the audio amplifier module is now offline because I guess the network goes through. Well, I don't know why the AAM is now offline when we unplugged the TCU. But see if any other codes pop up. So this is the crazy thing that I'm talking about. No other trouble codes are set. The whole thing is green. We just have the same BCM central configuration missing. Okay, the switch is unplugged because I took the trim off. So no new codes. No microphone in one input signal with the TCU completely unplugged or offline. That really is not good. This car cannot set communication codes. Is it because the BCM is not properly programmed? That's not normal. It's supposed to set communication codes when the modules are taken offline. We didn't see it with the audio amplifier. We're not seeing it with the TCU. Something's really messed up in the software, I think in the gateway. And the code in the gateway says, hey, we have a central configuration file missing. However, the fact that we can't talk to the TCU with the scanner and everything checks out, powers, grounds, and communication lines look great, it has to be a bad TCU, right? Alright, the Land Rover, my friend Zia, is going to help me move it to down the lane so the tow truck has an easier time picking it up. So what's the procedure for flat towing a Land Rover? Well, you have to take off these covers so the tow hooks are accessible. It's nice that they actually have those. So those are here. And we took the engine cover off, and there's a special little lever here that puts this thing into neutral. Let's see what happens. It's on a flat surface. And that should lock in, I think. Does it lock in? Oh, someone already broke that. This car's been messed with, huh? So we'll figure out how to secure this. And then Zia will just steer and I'll pull the XL7 and we'll try to roll this thing downhill. Alright, Zia, are you ready?
Oh yeah, let's roll.
This is the first time driving a Land Rover, right?
Yeah, let's
How's
roll.
the experience?
Very good.
Very good. So this neutral release, someone already messed with it. So I just shoved a pry bar in here to keep it in neutral, I guess. So now the parking brake, the electric parking brake is on. So what you want to do is, without pushing the pedal, push the start button. Okay, so it'll turn the vehicle on. That's good. We don't want any lights. And now hold the brake and push down on the parking brake lever. No, the whole thing, yeah. Okay, so no more park, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just let go of the brake, see if it rolls. Okay, I guess it's still flat. So I'll start pulling and hopefully it'll start rolling, okay?
Okay.
So all you do is just steer a little that way, just follow me.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
No big deal.
Let's go.
Hey! Follow me straight.
Straight.
That was phase one. Man, I should have taken this thing for a test drive when it was running. Now it's not running. We're just coasting down the hill. Hopefully I can make this turn. Alright, so I left this thing in neutral. Parking brake was off. And I just disconnected the battery. So this thing is free to roll. So the tow truck can just pick it up and haul it to the dealer. We'll leave the keys here. The owner will keep me posted what the dealer ends up doing. I printed very clear Instructions right here on the invoice. Program BCM correctly. If TCU is still offline, replace and program new TCU. Replace and program the bad smart key. That's it. Hopefully this car will get back on the road at some point. Now I'm pretty proud of this little hack to replace the broken plastic lock on the automatic transmission release lever. I just came up with, like, hey, I have a whole bunch of these spare fuel line retainers lying around, and see that just pull it out. So that's normal mode, and I'll just leave this hanging. It's on a little strap. When you want to put it in forced neutral, you just stuff that in there. Fantastic. Okay, so I'll leave that there, and that's it. This car's ready to go to the dealer. There it goes. (2022) or 2018 Land Rover being towed by a 96 International. That's badass. Yeah, I thought they were gonna send a flatbed for this thing, but I guess this was the last resort here. So a quick update on the 2018 Land Rover Discovery. Happy ending. The vehicle is finally fixed. The customer, I guess, got it towed back to his home state from Pennsylvania, and he's been driving it. So far, so good. So the dealer here in Pennsylvania, about 2 hours from me, ended up replacing the TCU. That was the original problem, the main customer complaint, where the vehicle sometimes would not crank. They also reprogrammed the second key and reprogrammed the BCM to get rid of that missing ID trouble code. So I couldn't fix this car, I could just diagnose it, but you can see how desperate the customer was. He towed the car halfway across the country to get a diagnosis, and then it had to go back to a dealer, a different dealer. This dealer actually came through and fixed the car, which is nice. They took them 2 weeks to get the new telematics control unit, replace it. So it's September now. I first saw the vehicle in July, so it's been almost 2 months, and prior to that the vehicle was down for months. You draw your own conclusions. I don't see how you can own one of these new Land Rovers and use it as a daily driver without A, having an extended warranty, B, living next door to a dealer, and C, having a reliable backup vehicle. That's what I learned from this case study. But it's back on the road, 20,000 miles. We'll see how long it lasts. The owner will keep me updated. So that's it. Appreciate everyone watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.